Hey everybody, Ronnie here. Many of you know that I have stopped driving with Super Ego, but I want to talk about one thing that I always did when I did drive with Super Ego, and that was every morning I would get up, I'd go into the truck stop or whatever and take care of my teeth, go to the bathroom, get myself something for breakfast, and then come back to the truck. And once I was back at the truck, I would get it ready, do my trip plan for the day, and then start my clock. Once I started my clock, then I would immediately do my pre-trip, both outside the truck and inside. Now, the story that I'm going to tell you doesn't really apply so much to Super Ego drivers, to drivers that their trucks and trailers are married, and you never have to worry about the trailer that you're picking up. As I said before, I am currently working as a hostler. I needed to be closer to home. I couldn't be far away, so I'm working as a hostler. And part of my job where I'm at is when a live load comes in, I have to inspect the trailer and to make sure that it's up to snuff. And they've got rules. They basically have a list of things that I need to check. And 99.9% of all the trailers that come in pass their inspection. Usually the only thing I have to say is sweep out your trailer. Make sure you slide your tandems. That was up until 2 nights ago. A trailer came in and I looked at it, and as I was going over the list, the landing gear was cracked. It was a fairly significant crack, and I wasn't allowed to accept the trailer. The driver had come down from Canada. Now, with a lot of folks, you're going to think, oh my God, Canada. He came from another country and had to drive all the way through America. No, he didn't have to drive all the way through America. He had to drive all the way through Washington State to get down to Oregon, where I was. So it was a day trip, but nonetheless, he was from Canada. And I pointed it out to him and said, I can't accept your trailer. It's got this major crack in the landing gear. And he begged and begged, please let him go ahead and get loaded. And I couldn't let him do it. And he said, well, there's nothing I can do about this. I'll have to go back to Canada to trade trailers. And I was like, well, you better get going. It wasn't quite that cold, but it was really the gist of what I was telling him. And he said, how would I have known that something like this happened? And that's when I personally lost my mind. I was still polite to the driver. Of course, I'm a driver. I get it. But I had to turn this guy away. And when he was like, how could I have known? I said, there's one thing I know about you. We just met. And the one thing that I know about you is that you don't do your pre-trips. You just hook up to the trailer and go. You don't do a pre-trip, because if you had done a pre-trip, you would have caught this. If I had hooked up to this trailer, the first thing I would have done was my pre-trip. I would have walked around. I would have seen the condition of this landing gear, and I would have refused the trailer. I would have red tagged it, or whatever the process is for the company that you're driving with, and refused the trailer and been issued another trailer for the purposes of doing this load. So he wasn't happy, but he admitted that no, he hadn't done his pre-trip. He never does his pre-trip. And that's the problem. And that's where today's lesson, if there is one, comes in. Every morning, do your pre-trip. Once again, when your truck is married to your trailer, chances are that nothing is bad. The opportunity for something to go wrong without you knowing about it is very small. And because we know our trailers, we know exactly when something is not right. If you are not married to your trailer, every single time you pick up a new trailer, go do your walk around, do your pre-trip, make sure that the landing gear is good, that the frame rails are straight and connected. Make sure that your tires are inflated. Make sure that your lights are all working. It doesn't take long. 3-4 minutes for a walk around on a trailer. That's really all that it takes. And you can actually just by eyeballing things or thumping the tires, as the case may be, tell when something's not right and avoid these issues. Now, this driver, he had to go back all the way back to Canada so he could pick up a new trailer. And I don't know what happened to him. If he had gotten pulled over or pulled into a weigh station for an inspection, that landing gear was severe enough to put him out of service. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you do your pre-trip every morning? Do you do your post-trip at night? That's another thing that I always did. Now the post-trip, I'll be honest, it was never as detailed as my pre-trip, but I always did it anyway, just to make sure that nothing was jumping out at me and saying, hey, fix me. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time.